Hey guys, Philosopher here, and today we are going to do Doom Raid Difficulty 2. So yesterday my alliance did 100% of the base difficulty, then 100%, which unlocked difficulty 1. We did 100% on difficulty 1. People have been asking me how that was. I thought difficulty 0 was basically about the same as 1.1 to me. It really didn't seem much harder than Doom 1 difficulty 1. Doom 2 difficulty 1, the last one was still pretty easy for at least the level of characters I'm using. Now we're in difficulty 2. Yesterday, my alliance mates blew through this really fast, and we didn't have enough nodes for this video. So I'm purposely doing this video earlier in the middle of the day, so that this way I got enough nodes for us to have fun with. I am today in this video, you're gonna watch me struggle through Doom 2 difficulty 2. We'll see whether I struggle or whether I succeed. One way or the other, I'm going to be getting my way through this, and you are going to watch it for better or for worse. And one thing I'm just going to say, keep in mind, I've only run this raid twice before, yesterday. I don't know the nodes well. I haven't picked out a pattern or what exactly of how everyone attacks. And then, in addition to that, what I would also say is obviously difficulty 2 is much harder. So if you look here at the details, and there were some really good rewards that we got. I'm sitting on a lot of gear here that we got from this last one, and T4s and whatever. But you could see it was 20% extra damage, 10% extra health, and armor and all that. Here it was 20. Now it's 25% extra health damage focus or armor focus, 50% extra damage. This is going to be a huge one. I think difficulty 1 was sort of a gimme for us, at least. Obviously, we have big characters. And my sense of things is that they were very designed around the new teams. In other words, if you had Axemen, if you had new warriors, and so forth, they were going to be fine. So let's see. I have the far left lane. I'm doing all the way on the left here. So let's just go into skill. We'll start with that first. The team that I've been using for skill is this one. I usually use Shang-Chi in the middle. I find him better than Fury. Obviously got a lot of options here, and I easily could put some more blue ISO on if we needed more, but this team does very well. This is the layout and the ISO that I use for this team. Let's see how it does. I think right now, at least based on difficulty 1 of Doom 1, that this is really one of the easier, skill is probably the easiest section right now, that or Mystic. So let's see here. I mean, I do have a pretty big team. I do get people saying to me, for example, well, of course you're going to succeed, Philosopher. You have big teams, you have big characters. And I think there's some truth to that. One thing that you all need to keep in mind, though, is this is very different than, copying somebody's guide or kill order. When you're doing it for the very first time, it's just more challenging. And it's also easier later on in the cycle. In other words, I had done, for example, the first strike of Doom 1. And when I was doing that, and now you're going to go for Black Bolt. So that now I'm using, just so you guys could see what I'm doing. The only reason I'm going to use this is to give ability energy to other characters. And then we're just simply going to be using basics here. The reason that I'm not auto basicing is so that I can sometimes use abilities that might give like ability energy or something like that, and just control my attacks a little bit better. But as I was saying, when I did Doom First Strike, it was really hard because you were doing skill section with things like Hawkeye or, Punisher and Zemo. And, obviously it's much easier doing it later on with Secret Avengers. So I think the same thing is true here for Doom 2. In other words, right now it's a little harder to do these nodes. It's going to require the right teams. In the future, I think as more teams come out and more, some of the stuff's more plentiful, it's going to be easier. But so far, so good in terms of skill. Let's try this next node here. All right. So you always have to be careful about Blob and Falcon. Falcon's going to give a lot of speed bar to his team. Blob, once he gets a taunt set up, is going to really take off a lot of speed bar. So this is, I think, a good spot to get some defense downs. We also, of course, don't like Silver Surfer very much, do we? There we go. That's great. Shang-Chi really hits like a truck, doesn't he? I really believe, I'll just put it this way, I'm pretty sure that the devs did not intend for Shang-Chi to be as strong as he is. I think that was over-tuning on their part. Let's just call it that. They just think they didn't mean to make him that strong. What's really doing, of course, a lot of the work here for us is the 7 red star Kestrel. And a lot of people had asked me at the time, they're like, why wouldn't you, why not just focus on Infinity Watch? And the reason is very simple. It's simply that Kestrel, Infinity Watch may not be the arena meta for much longer. Already the devs claim, as I mentioned in my Omega Red video, that they preview video, that the devs told us that they let's see here. This is, by the way, she's got so much focus on that. Look at how she stuns Silver Surfer, even though she's a striker. But anyway, the devs said that they think that Omega Red is going to be part of the arena meta, that there's going to be like a soup. And if that's the case, that some of that Infinity Watch investment's already going to be less valuable. They're no longer going to be the best war offense team, etc. And in the meantime, Kestrel is totally killing it for me in raids. She is making a difference. So people are, you also may be wondering, why is Philosopher using up abilities here instead of basics? Well, until I get Surfer down, nothing is for sure here. I don't want to take any chances. There we go. Ooh. We'll say this. I let my health get a little lower than I would like. I'm going to have to use some heals here. I was very focused on cooldowns because in this difficulty, I don't want to screw around. All right, now I'm on this side. So this guy's been whittling away. I think he's probably got a small team or something. All right. One thing that I hate about going in after somebody else has for these things is that they may have screwed down the cooldown. So this is the team that I was running yesterday. So here's the thing with this. I mean, I put Doc Ock in the center. I put Doom and Kestrel right next to him so they get the deflects, because to me those are the 3 characters that matter in this section. The other 2 are always just sacrificial lambs. Shuri I like because she gives defense up very quickly, and that reduces incoming damage to the 3 characters I care about by 50%. She can give them some ability, energy, and so forth. Misty Knight, if she can land it, despite being a skirmisher, she often didn't in difficulty 1 yesterday. She has ability block and stun. I might switch to Nebula. We'll see. I just view them, like I said, as basically fodder / sacrificial lambs anyway. So let's take a look. All right, this is really easy. Not sure why this guy had trouble with the section or with this node. All right. And then we're going to do this. Just we don't want her to have deflect up because that's not good. And then we're just going to preserve our cooldowns here. Doom standing over there. I don't know what he's doing. This little Scopely bugs. All right, that was trivial. I'm sure there was some part of this that was difficult for that guy, but whatever. All right, let's just go right to this. All right, do we need to heal anything? We'll do this just to be safe. Let's go right in. One thing I always try to keep, what I do is I didn't claim my challenges from today that give you the free raid heals. I keep those challenges up, and then I claim them, you know, after I've actually used some heals, because they don't cap over 50 or 500, excuse me. All right, so with this one, I've already done this one before. Okay. So the issue here is purely, there we go. So we'll do this here. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. You really don't want to keep Strange up, because Strange is going to use his whirlwind or whatever. All right. Kestrel's almost dead, but Doom comes through to save the day. I got to tell you, I absolutely love Dr. Doom. I don't think Kestrel healed. That was weird. Okay. Oh, whatever. But I will tell you, I absolutely love Dr. Doom. I think Dr. Doom is, you know, the best raid character in the game, or close to it. I mean, it's really a question, I guess, or a competition between him and Kestrel, but boy, is he good. And I will tell you, this is a character that I've had for 8 months. 8 months I've had this character, and he's so, you know, at that point, generally, you know, a character gets long in the tooth and power crept and so forth, and he's still kept this up. Look at this, by the way. Shuri, despite only being gear tier 14, she's taking hits like a boss there. Unbelievable. Let's try to erase him. We did it. No, not quite. All right. We are going to continue focusing on Captain Sam because he's got defense down. Otherwise, we would be focused on rescue, because she does have a cleanse. Oh. Oh, dang it. I was really hoping Doc Ock would stay alive, but that did not happen. Okay, now I'm starting to see how the damage here is really doing a number on these teams. I mean, obviously, I've got a very big Kestrel, and wow. All right, Shuri is getting it done. You could see why I bring Shuri. I mean, a lot of people don't like Shuri, and have said that she's not part of the best team. Most people in my alliance, and my alliance is pretty into raiding, and there's a lot of really smart guys who put a lot of time into raiding. Personally, I like her still, but her health is dangerously low, and she comes close to dying a lot. That's the problem. Okay. The question is, do I want to stop here? Yeah, and do this as a 2-tap, and I think the answer is yes. What I love about Shuri is that she has what I'll call out of turn, you know, an out of turn component where she's healing. We'll just take Misty out and throw in Nebula. She is putting deflex on when a character gets low, even when she's not taking a turn. And I think that's so valuable. It's like the ping from Kestrel. Just happens, and you know, even when it's not her turn. I think that's just extremely valuable. All right, you see a mistake. You could see a mistake that I made there is that I put the defense down on a character that was stealth. And he wasn't in stealth at the time. That's why I thought I was clever in doing that. I wanted to chain over to Captain Sam, and I didn't do it. Now, I want to also say one thing here. As people watch this video, I get people constantly sending me messages like, there's a misplay at 286 in this video. And you guys have to understand, I'm literally talking to you guys as I do this. I have no guides, or, you know, I haven't run these 100 times. So this is just me pushing buttons and doing, you know, kind of reacting in the moment while I'm talking on a stream, recording a YouTube video. So take it with a grain of salt. It's not easy to do well. It's taken me some time to get in the habit of talking as I do this. And I'm never quite at my best because I'm talking to you as I think about it. It's different. It can be a little different in Dark Dimension where you have unlimited time, but especially with the timers here, I tend to time out a lot. Okay, so that was easy. Now we're going to go to Mystic. Okay, I should blow through this. We'll see. I said that yesterday. I had some trouble. So people have asked me about my positioning. The reason I do it this way is that Cloak in his passive gets extra dodge if he's offense up. She gives offense up to adjacent, so I have her giving offense up to the one is putting out the most damage because it's out of turn damage, and then she's giving him the additional dodge. And I like having Death Pool in the center because the AI seems to like to focus the character in the center, and she's very, very resilient. So what I do on this node is I put the ability block here. Then I use Death Pool to spread the ability block to Beast. Now then this way when Beast goes low, he doesn't remove the negative effects. So whenever you're in a situation where you are putting out a lot of debuffs and relying on debuffs, you have to think about who your cleansers are and deal with them. The reason I started there, by the way, with crap. I didn't think that Beast was going to take a turn there. Damn you, Beast. Okay, she can't see. Notice how she goes through the middle character. She could not erase Death Pool. We're gonna do that. Just get rid of him. That's your. There we go. It looks like they've made some improvements here. So now we're gonna stun Maria because she also has a cleanse. We don't like cleansers. Notice that I don't put a lot of energy on debuffs on Kestrel. Of course, we all know she cleans them. We are also going to... Let's just make sure Sam's dead. Okay. Trying to remove that defense up. We did. Oof. Uh-oh. Those Elsas are very tricky. I probably should not have used the ultimate there. That was probably a mistake. Oh, no. It's also a mistake. I didn't mean to target Bishop. Let's get rid of Maria. Uh-oh. Do we dagger save us in time? Please, dagger. Nope. She did not. Cleans the debuffs. Gets some dodges. That's not good. She does save us. Okay. That's huge. We needed that. If that didn't happen, that was going to be a bad run. So what we're going to do here, we're stealing the offense up. We may need some heals here, but I'm really not focused on whether or not I need to, use some raid heals. The focus is entirely on making sure that we have the cooldowns we need for the next node, because if I don't have cooldowns, we're in trouble. I'm usually more liberal about using my cooldowns with the Mystic characters because of Death Pool. However, I got in a bad situation yesterday. All right, let's try the next Mystic node here. Now we're definitely going to heal up. That's not so bad. Now, obviously, I have a huge team. This is a 7 Red Star Dagger. It's a 6 Red Star Cloak. So, obviously, your mileage may vary here. I'm not suggesting that this is... all right, we're gonna do this. We want to get rid of that Red Guardian taunt right away. I'm not suggesting... This node can be very, very difficult, by the way. We're only at 4 charges. I think I'm just gonna... Yeah, let's spread it. I thought about just trying to kill Okay. Yeah, let's put the ability block there. The Taskmaster and Colleen Wing were very challenging last time. Okay, see, there's Colleen there. We don't really have a cleanse in this team. That's an issue. Oh, we've already lost Deathpool. That's not good. Not good. Uh-oh. We still have a res from... Uh-oh, Cloak is dead. I think what... Oh, man, this is very challenging because my team is almost dead. I have a lot of debuffs out here, though. We're going to do it. Ugh. All right, as soon as I was a mistake. In retrospect here. That was a mistake. I should have backed out of that, and I didn't. One thing you saw yesterday is I literally will just shut out the program, and then you can come back with full health. So that was a mistake. This is the second day in a row where I've screwed up this node. Clearly don't have this node thought through. I'll just res the whole team. We'll see. I may not have the cooldowns that I need here, and then in that case, I will need Doom. This is a very challenging node. And I think there is a trick to getting this right. And it may be that Doom is better for this node. I just haven't figured it out yet. This is only I think maybe my second time in this node because I have a floater on my lane. And as you could see, he was taking some of the nodes and at least half getting them done. All right, let's just erase them. There we go. Yeah, no, it gets it done. Perfect. Let's get rid of the... I had done the ability block on him, so that was an issue there. I really like her basic. All right, here we go. Speaking of basics, now we can basic, and we've got our team for the boss node. Now, I think in an ideal world, I would have left Deathpool's ultimate for the boss node. Wow, that damage from Killmonger is insane. I really need to focus there. I guess my thought process actually was that, oh, Killmonger's not so bad. We don't really care about him. Let's focus on Ghost. And I was wrong on that. The other thing that I'm doing is, and if this isn't obvious, is I'm really focusing more on cooldowns than anything. Getting my cooldowns completely to the top. So this way for the boss node, I'm as prepared as possible. That's the plan here. Okay. All right. Not pretty. Not pretty, but it got done. Not pretty, but it got done. Now we're at the boss node. Now, the one mistake I probably made there is I wasn't charging Deathpool's ult. And if you look here, we got quite a cast of characters. So we'll give this a shot. We're just going in with full health. I have never done this node. It was a lane mate of mine who did it last time. because they gobbled up all the nodes within like 2 hours. All right, let's see what we could do here. The only cleanser is Maria Hill. And I'm going to take a gamble that I can get her down. And, this way I can ability block. Oh, no. We'll spread the ability block even better. I love it. I love it. Now we're going to stun Kestrel. Oh, wow. Yep. Let's get Doom out of here. Obviously, we got a number of priority targets here between Doom, Kestrel, and whatever, but and Maria Hill and Phyla-Vell is also a cleanser, but we're in pretty good shape here. Wow, huh? Okay. We don't have slow on Kestrel. I think that's one of the few really effective debuffs there. And there we just... there we go. There we go. Now we're going to... I think we're going to do this. It may have been overkill, but I wanted to make sure I got this done. To me, this is a lot easier. All right, so we're going to ability block her from the outset. And then we'll go after Gamora. I'm not really concerned about the basic on Sharon Carter. And I think with Gamora, I think that's fine. Okay. I figure I have enough AoEs that I don't even need to think about the summons. Like, we'll just do that. There we go. All right, we got some cleansers here, and then we also have... All right, we're going to spread that ability block around. And then we're going to cloak everyone in debuffs. So far, so good. We've got 2 cleansers. Okay, I got one of them out of commission. We'll focus the other. Now, obviously, I could have focused more on who had the positive effects there. But I really want to get down and control my cleansers. I want to get this speed up off of Sharon. She could just disable the wrong character. It's tough. There's a lot of very strong characters on the field right now that we want to do something with. And look at the damage levels, just really high. All right. We'll just... Well, we're going to get a res from Adam Warlock, so that's fine. I'm happy to have him focus. There's Sharon doing what I feared she would do. All right, we're going to do this. Even though we already have ability block, I just want to get all that damage out there. I think that was the right move. Now, we still have... There we go. Wow, huh? Okay, she's clearing it, but I don't know if she cleared the ability block or if that's a bug. Doesn't matter because we're going to get this done. Right here, right now. We're going to one-shot. Well, here, let's just get it done. Got it done. One shot, first time in, difficulty 2, Mystic Boss. Got it done. Got it done. Yes. That was great. Got it done. All right, time to do the mutant node, shall we? Let's get it done. All right, I'm trying to vaguely remember this node. So yesterday what I learned is that your axe, you could not get away with G13, Kitty, and Iceman. You can look at yesterday's video. I've linked yesterday below, which is difficulty 1. Below this is difficulty 2. You definitely wouldn't. That was part of the reason why I did it. There's no way I could get away with G14. So these guys are G13, excuse me, on these two characters. So now they're G14 level 80. So let's just get it done. So let's see. Whoops. So currently the only G15 character here is Beast. Excuse me, Bishop. I don't know why I confused my B's there. But I'll just show you the team and what it looks like. Level 85 on everybody. Everyone's G14 except for Bishop. All right, let's get right back in there. Just want to show you so everyone understands what we're working with here. Obviously, you need a big bishop here. You want a geared up bishop. You want it to be a striker. You can have skirmisher on all the rest, and I may move the others to skirmisher. For right now, I haven't needed it. This node is a total joke, though. This node is purely a Greg fest. Wow, Iceman already died. So what we're going to do, though, is we're going to attack our friend Greg. God bless you, Greg. Thank you for your contribution. Greg, in Greg we trust. Greg, of course, being, if you're not familiar, that is the name given to the summon. One mistake I made here is I should have been aiming for Squirrel Girl. There we go. We're buffed up now. We're going to stun her. Did it land? It landed. That's without her skirmisher. So for right now, I've been able to get away without having skirmisher on Jubilee. And, you know, at some point I may need to do that to just get that 50% extra focus. But so far I haven't. And I like having a second chance to land blind. So I'm good with that. Ordinarily, I would use the stun here, but we're not because we want to kill Greg. The reason that killing Greg is so important here is we want to get 250 speed bar from Jubilee's passive. That's what this is all about. She gives 250 speed bar. Oh, so lucky there. Very lucky. All right, we're just going to aim for Greg. We want to keep, you see, every time he dies, 250 speed bar to the Axeman. That's super, super important. So I'm trying to do area of effect attacks. I thought that was going to hit Greg. Any attack I can do that hits Greg, I will do. I'm literally going to basic Greg here because I want my entire team to get 250 damage. Now, when you use as your primary, you see primary click. I primarily click on Silver Surfer. So this time I'm going to kill Hell. I don't want to, but I want to kill Greg here. And there's no way that I was going to be able to kill Greg otherwise. So now that you notice here, the stun, that's G14. She was able to stun. But now that I don't have Greg to worry about, I'm just going after these low health characters. Stun is the best debuff to use on Surfer. Okay, so now we're going to tap Bishop here, get rid of the taunt there. All right. Get slow on everyone. We may time out here. That is a possibility. I spend so much time on this node attacking Greg that it ends up. All right, I'm going to heal. One thing that I generally wasn't doing in like the prior raids was using Beast special just to heal, but I find myself doing that here because I'm trying not to die. And that's where I have to say right now, I'm happy that I have healer on Beast, but I think so. I am, by the way, using the reason that I stunned this surfer, not the other one, is because he had defense up, the other one had defense down, and when you have defense up, it's 50% additional resistance. And I really feared that this Silver Surfer, unfortunately, okay, now we got blind on him. That's huge. Okay, there we go. The reason blind is so helpful on this character is, there you go. There we go. Oh, that's huge. One shot that one. Hell yes. There you go. I'm getting more used to these nodes. This is only the third time I've run it, but I get the drift here. This node, similar. This one, you're abusing multiple man. And you really want to kill, this is probably going to be a 2-shot. You want to kill the long shot before the second long shot comes out. So let's try it out. Well, and now people notice, I see some of you noticing that I had 6 red star and bishop. I purchased that with gold probos early on, back when. Now notice, by the way, the reason you may wonder, why the heck is Phosphor, why did he focus on long shot there? Because I saw Jubilee. See, she has assist now. You know what we're going to do now? We're going to focus on Shatterstar, get both of them blinded with those assists. It's very important you keep track of who the assists are. So if they're blind, they're not getting speed bar. You have to watch who has the assist now whenever you take a turn. So now we have a blind. We got to get blind back up. We got to put blind right back on long shot. We want the X factor blind as much as possible. All right, we can't do it there. Now they have the Axemen have slow on them, but you see that blind? I am slowing down X factor as much as possible. Realistically, I may not be able to get it done here. Yeah, this is going to be a wipe. So we're going to quit out. We've eaten a lot of the early barrage here, and we're going to go back in. As I said, the goal here is going to be keep the long shot. And actually what I should have done, you see, like I said, I keep these challenges here just so I have the heal. So I should have done that before using the cores. That was a mistake. Okay, let's go right here to the node. So as you can see, the goal here is we got to get the long shot down before the next long shot comes up. Ideally, you want to get long shot, Shatterstar, and Polaris down if we can, and we keep up multiple man. Once we get multiple man on the board, we're in pretty good shape. But that's a big if, right? So here we go. This is where we want to be. We want to start getting some turn meter, get our own turn meter train going. Okay, so we're going to go here because we want to get the disrupt on Hulk so he doesn't taunt. Ugh, hate Shatterstar and long shot in this. Okay, let's try to stun long shot. Does it work? It does. So that's huge for us here because we really can't have the turn meter train going. Ordinarily, I would do the special here, but I really am a little too concerned with the health. And frankly, that turned out to be a good idea because there we go. So ordinarily, also, I would be going after. I would ordinarily be going after long shot, but I wanted to get the kill on Colleen Wing. It turned out, by the way, there that I made the right move by going after, or by not using the B special, because what would have happened, all right, we're going to get rid of long shot once and for all. The goal here is just to get everyone blinded. We'd love getting Black Bolt blinded, for example. Did not pass that blind along. That's unfortunate. But notice here, we just go after these dupes. Multiple man stays alive. We're going to stun her. And then we just keep the focus on Shatterstar. Once Shatterstar's dead, I'm less concerned about the rest. I certainly want to keep multiple man up for as long as possible. Let's kill the dupe. But we definitely have to be careful here. Yeah, there we go. They already have slow. All right, we're going to go after Polaris now. I think an argument could be made to go for Black Bolt here. But I'm happy with where I'm at with that. Actually, we will do this. Let's stun him. That will kill a dupe. Anytime we can kill dupes, we're happy to do that. Now we got him blinded. Just kill the dupe. I'm a little concerned I'm going to time out here. Not the end of the world, okay? I'm happy to not have to pay for raid heals. There we go. Should have just aimed for the dupe there. That was a mistake. We're going to aim for the dupe this time. There we go. Okay. Perhaps I should have just left the dupes up. There we go. As you can see here, I have enough AoE attacks that I probably could have gotten away with just leaving the dupes up and relying on my AoEs to get them down. That's probably more efficient from a time perspective. I got to start being careful here, although a lot of these guys are at low health. Happy to get Black Bolt down. I think we need to get Polaris down quickly because those, yeah, see, I knew that long shot might give, it might give some additional, life to long shot. There we go. We wanted to get long shot blinded. Just trying to, before Sinister moves, maybe heals or does something, I was trying to get him dead. That's good. Try to get as many dupes gone as possible here. Let's just do that for now. I don't want to waste these big attacks on dupes. So I may end up, wasting attacks, and I don't really care. Or wasting 10 energy. I'd rather waste 10 raid energy and have great cooldowns for the boss node. I have not done this boss node before on difficulty 0 or difficulty 1. So basically we're talking about me for the first time tackling a boss node I've never tackled before. I'll feel much more comfortable doing that with full cooldowns. But as you can see, this node is very easy if you know what you're doing. Very easy. Very, very easy. All right, let's just get this done. And then we'll do the boss node. Now, obviously, guys, I don't have to zip through and core through all of this, right? I'm doing this because there's a video, so I know I'm going to get a bunch of comments saying, well, yeah, you spent a lot of cores on refreshes. I did that because I'm making a video, okay? Yeah, let's do the basic, auto basic here. This time I'm fine just using the basic here. There we go. There we go. Now we're good. Oh, it's just a bunch of dupes. All right. We're ready to go for the boss node. Easy peasy. Probably could have one-shot that if I was more careful with the clock. But I'm streaming and whatever. All right, I haven't run this one before. Looks like loads of fun. We've got some Falcons and Sharon Carter. We got a Doom. Going to be interesting. I think what we're going to end up having to do is abuse the Doom bots for turn meter. It's going to be fascinating. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. We don't need to heal anything. Everyone's healed up. Obviously, it's been a little bit of a long video, but people want to see what these raids are like, and I'm doing my best. I mean, obviously, I can only run my lane, okay? There are plenty of other lanes here. All right, we can go after Kestrel. I don't know who we want to go after first here. Here we go. This is what we want to do. Get those buffs going. So we've definitely got not happy with Taskmaster. Let's see. I'd love to get her blinded. I don't like any out of turn damage here. All right, that didn't happen. Oh, please don't kill. No, it didn't even come close to killing Bishop. Big Bishop is a very big boy. Okay. Yep. One thing I was thinking is like, oh no, is he blinded? But he was not. Any of these unavoidable? Yeah, this is unavoidable. Okay. The goal here was to try to actually kill somebody, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, so that was a mistake. I thought maybe I could kill Corvus. There we go. We got Kitty under 50%. That fills up B's speed bar and allows us to heal. There we go. I wanted to kill the Doombot. That was the goal here. So what I'm going to try to do, my theory here is let's keep Doom alive and use his Doombots for turn meter. That's the theory. Basically do what we did in the other nodes, but with Doombots. That's the idea. All right, so he's going to have that. Fortunately, we do have characters that remove positive effects. So the idea was to be, okay, resists there. All right. All right, we got a stun on Jubilee. That's not good. I don't really care about stunning Thanos. I thought about using the stun there. All right. I like having a disrupt on Thanos, but, he's got pretty high resistance here. Not sure how that is or why, but he's got super high resistance. Doesn't seem like it's that way with my Thanos. He seems to get loaded up with debuffs. All right, well, I like this idea right here. There we go. Got myself some speed bar there. Notice that so far, not all that concerned about Doom. Now that may not be the right strategy here. All right, let's see. Let's blind him. Okay, that didn't work. Yeah, let's see if we can just kill Doom. All right, he's blinded. That's fine. The thing with the blind, the reason I was saying blind is, and I guess I just remembered, I think that Thanos has some additional resist with taunt. So let's see if this worked. Uh-oh. I think this may not. I think I may have lost my way here with the... Oh, he didn't, because I killed his Doombots. He didn't use a special. Okay. Let's go after Doombots. Oh, Jubilee's gone. We gotta restart here. Quit. We've got to do this as a 2-tap because with Jubilee gone, we aren't going to get the turn meter from the Doombots. But Doom did use his ultimate, which is great, and really didn't get much out of it other than killing Jubilee. This wasn't the one shot that we had hoped for, but it's still pretty good. I mean, I'm not getting destroyed. All right, there we go. Now we got an alt. Yeah, we've got a bunch of problems here because we've got two Falcons who both can add speed. We obviously have Captain Sam, who sucks. We still have Doom. I mean, the ult is gone. Let's try to do this just for the Terminator. Dang, wasn't enough to kill him. That was a mistake. If you don't kill the guy and you use the special like that, that's not a good situation. Until we get some Doombots out, we're not going to get any turn meter here. That's the problem. We got a lot of thick characters. All right, we got to kill that Doombot ASAP. Oof. This is a brutal wave. Usually, I was thinking the first wave was going to be the easy one. We've got to control. Now the Falcons both have used their... All right, we got the Doombot out. That's good. But I was going to say, we've now the Falcons have used their ultimate. They're going to use their special next turn. That's a very significant problem for us. We cannot have all these guys getting speed bar. So who do we want to stun? I think I'm going to stun Captain Sam because I don't know what to do if Captain Sam starts giving ability energy and gets me something going faster than I anticipate. All right, let's try to kill Falcon. Doesn't quite work. Okay, yeah, my thought process, and I mean, there's certainly different schools of thought here. There's a lot of threats on the board here, but my thought process is, all right, let's stun Carter. I'm trying to stun the enemies who I think are going to give me the most trouble. I'm not really that concerned about Zemo in the scheme of things, although I understand he has an ability block. I don't really care all that much if Bishop, who is likely going to be the one, would be ability blocked. Obviously, if and it's only a one-turn ability block. Here, we'll just blind him. That solves that problem. The thing is, if everybody gets more turns, that's a huge problem. That's why I don't... There we go. I really want to kill Falcon. There we go. We did it. Now let's try to kill Sharon Carter. I don't want to attack Taskmaster because Taskmaster loves to steal your buffs. See that? There you go. So Zemo didn't do anything. I mean, whatever, 41 damage. It's just, Zemo is just like not so important. Let's kill Taskmaster. I hate Taskmaster, and of course I couldn't kill him. This is why I hate him. Oh, we did it. That's where let's just kill the Doombot while we can. All right. So I will just tell you here, I am being a little overly cautious about this. I know you could be looking at the time and faulting what I'm doing, and I think that would be there'd be a fair argument to be made there. You know, it's hard when you're streaming and you don't know the nodes. And I'm trying to talk to you guys as I'm thinking. It's very hard to think and talk while you do this, so keep that in mind. Should have put blind on Doom there. Okay. This is not so bad as the last wave. I mean, I'm not going to finish it in time. We're going to have a timeout issue. But as long as I can get her down, I think keeping Doom up is the right strategy here, at least as far as I could tell right now. Because I was able to eat the Doom Ultimate without it being the end of the world. And those Doombots have been really great in terms of... Yeah. Who do I want to... Let's make sure we don't get caught behind a taunt. Perfect. And then... There we go. We stun him. And I probably should just now, at this stage... We're going after Maria Hill. Now, you may wonder, like, why not, Philosopher, why not just finish the job here and kill them? I actually think I'll just get more bang for my buck having them very low in health, and then I'll get, like, a bunch of turn meter next time, rather than building up turn meter now that doesn't get me anywhere. Okay. All right, let's try this again. as I said, I would never be spending these cores here to do this. I don't care enough about where my placement is in a raid, as some of my alliance mates sadly know. But you know, I'm doing this for the purpose of the video. I would not recommend you do that at all. Please don't core for raid energy. We have many hours left, but this is my one shot to show you. I literally had to make time out of my day to show you this lane, or else my alliance mates would complete the lane as they did yesterday, and then you wouldn't get to see many nodes. I feel like here you guys got to see a pretty good cross section of nodes, so you could see why I did this here. The goal was really to give you, here we go. The idea here is I wanted to be able to start with a lot of turn meter, which was the case. You know, get the turn meter train going pretty early. Wow, this worked out really well. We could kill the Doombot. Then we do the slow. I probably should have done the disrupt where I would have hit Thanos as well. It doesn't really matter. I didn't do the stun on Zemo because he's got defense up with 50% extra resistance. I thought it wouldn't hit him. These obviously are split second decisions, and I don't know the nodes that well, so I'm sure some optimal kill order will come. I get lots of people who will post things saying, you know, hey, Philosopher, you could have done something more optimal at 12:46 in this video, and I'm sure I could have, but we're just pressing buttons here, trying my best on the fly to give you a sense of things. All right. But there you go. I mean, you basically now have seen a full lane. Clear? I think this is very doable. If you've got big characters and you have the newest characters. I understand that most people don't. You don't need to tell me that. I know that. But what I'm telling you is this raid, there's been some raids when they've been introduced, like the Doom First Strike. When that came out, I'll just tell you, I cleared a full lane solo of that when it first came out, and it was very, very difficult because you just did not have the characters to do it. Skill, at the time, you just didn't have any of these characters, you know, and there you go, I'm fifth. Didn't have the characters you needed to do it. And now here in this, a Mystic, by the way, at the time also was bad. Didn't, you know, I had Doom, which made it possible, but there was no Surfer at the time, and certainly no New Warriors. You're using characters like Hela and Mordo and so forth. Here we have the characters to beat this raid. It's just a matter of how big your characters are. I'm sure it'll get easier with teal gear, which none of us have yet. But for now, we're essentially using stars in place of teal gear. In other words, in the future, if you've only got a 4-star character, a 5-star character, you might have it in teal gear and more, you know, blue ISO level 4 or 5 or whatever. All right, guys, if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to this channel. You got comments or questions, leave them below, or go to my Discord. That's linked below as well. You can also go to my Twitch stream. That's where the magic happens here, and that is linked below as well.